Hello and welcome to this session on workplace safety and health under India's Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code 2020. In short form, we will call it OSHWC Code 2020. Today, we will explore how this modern code transforms the way organizations to ensure safety, health and welfare at workplace by covering the topic safety committee, safety officer, on-site emergency plan, accident reporting, health and safety policy, welfare officer, and employment of women. Let's begin with the safety committee. Under the Factories Act 1948, a safety committee was mandatory only in factories where hazardous processes were carried out. It is required equal representation from workers and management. However, under OSHWC Code 2020, this concept has been expanded significantly. Now, the central or state government can direct any establishment, not just factories, to form a safety committee. Importantly, the code ensures that number of worker representative is not less than the number of employers representative, strengthening worker participation. So as we know that from previous rules and laws that these committees plays a vital role in promoting cooperation between management and workers to identifying the potential hazards and recommending preventive measures. So the same they are also serve as a communication bridge ensuring that safety concerns are addressed promptly and systematically. Next, let's talk about safety officer. Under the old Factories Act, a safety officer was required only in the factories employing 1,000 or more workers or where the state government considered the process is hazardous. The OSHWC Code 2020 lowers these thresholds and broaden the scope. Now a safety officer must appointed in a factories with 500 or more workers, factories with hazardous processes and 250 or more workers, building or construction site with 250 or more workers, and for mines it is defined that mines implying 100 or more workers. So this changes ensures that even medium-sized establishments maintain professional oversights of safety practices. As we know that from previous act and rules, and the same here that safety officers are the responsible for the implementing safety policies, conducting risk assessment, organizing training, and ensuring compliance with statutory safety standards. So we can say the differences listed here. On-site emergency plan. Every workplace must be prepared for on-site emergencies. Under both the Factories Act and the new OSHWC Code, the occupiers of the establishments handling hazardous processes must prepare an on-site emergency plan. The key difference lies in the authority and scope. In OSHWC Code requires the approval of Chief Inspector cum Facilitator, a new designation that emphasizes the both regulation and guidance. The plan must be included detailed disaster control measures and must be communicated not only to the worker but also the local authorities as be the same mentioned in the Factories Act as well as the OSHWC Code. This also ensures that in case of any emergency, everyone from the employees to nearby residents know what to do. So we can say that this code also encourages the periodic mock drill, coordination with the local disaster management authorities, and integration with the national emergency response system. Now let's discuss about the accident reporting. So as we know that accident reporting is another crucial aspect of workplace safety. Under the Factories Act, managers had to report any accidents causing death or injury that prevented work for 48 hours or more. Dangerous occurrence even without injury also had to report it. The OSHWC Code 2020 expand this requirement for all the establishments, including mines, dock, construction site, and plantations. Now, the responsibility lies with the employer, owner, agent, and manager. Depending upon the type of the establishment, reports must be submitted in the prescribed format, same as something like that Factories Act, and within the specified time frame. This uniform reporting system helps authorities to analyze the trends, identify the high risk sectors, and develop preventive strategies. The code also introduces the digital reporting mechanism, making it easier for employers to comply and for the authorities to maintain real-time safety data. Health and safety policy. Every employer must have a health and safety policy. Under Factories Act, this was a written statement obtaining the organization's commitment to safe working conditions. The OSHWC code takes this further. It integrates the policy into broader compliance framework. Now the policy must include the systems for safe plant operations, handling of hazardous substances, and maintenance of safe workplace. It must also align with the national safety standard and to be communicated to all the employees. This ensures that safety is not just a document, it is a living part of the organization's culture. The code also mandates periodic review of the policy, especially when new technologies, material, and processes are introduced. Occupational diseases. Occupational diseases are illness caused by the exposure of workplace hazards. Under the Factories Act, only factory manager had to report such cases, and the list of diseases was limited. The OSHWC Code 2020 modernized this approach. Now, all employers across factories, mines, dock, constructions, and plantations must report any worker contracting a notifiable occupational diseases. The central government can also update the list of diseases as the new industrial risk emerge. This ensures that the workers in all sectors receives equal protection and medical attention. The code promotes preventive health surveillance, periodic medical checkups, and records keeping to detect early signs of occupational illness. Welfare officer. Workers' welfare is the heart of occupational safety. Under the Factories Act, the factories with 500 or more workers had to appoint a welfare officer. The OSHWC Code 2020 reduces this threshold to 250 or more workers and extend it to all the major sectors including mine, constructions and plantations. Welfare officers are responsible for the promoting workers' well-being, health and social welfare. They also play a key role in the grievance readdressal, counseling, and ensuring access to welfare amenities like canteen, restroom, medical facilities, etc. So we can say that this code encourages the welfare officers to collaborate with safety committees to create a holistic environment for safety and well-being. Employment of women. One of the most progressive changes under the OSHWC code relates to the employment of women. Earlier, the Factories Act prohibited women from working between 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. except with special permission. The OSHWC code now allows women to work night shifts with their consents, provided that adequate safety, transport, and welfare facilities are in place. It also empowers the government to prohibit the employment of pregnant women in hazardous operations. This marks a shift from the restrictive protection to empowered inclusion, ensuring both equality and safety under sustainable development goal. So we can say that this code also encourages the gender sensitive workplace design, including secure transportation, proper lighting, and separate sanitation facilities, etc. So to sum up, the Occupational Safety, Health and Working Condition Codes represents a major leap forward in India's approach to occupational safety and health. It moves from factory-centric rules to establishment-wide coverage, from prescriptive regulation to risk-based standards, and from limited welfare to holistic workers' well-being. By aligning with global best practices, the code ensures dignity, safety, and equity at work for every worker in every sector. So, thank you for joining the session on this OSHWC Code 2020. Remember, safety is not just compliance, it's culture. Together, let's build workplace that are not only productive but also safe, healthy, and inclusive for all. Thank you so much.